Hello, North Stars and North Star parents. This presentation is going to discuss Advanced Placement World History Modern, otherwise known as AP World, and this is a social studies elective for ninth grade students. AP World History Modern is an elective course that is actually available to all students at the high school level. Predominantly, it serves freshmen and sophomore students. The description of the course is a study of the cultural, economic, political, and social developments that shaped the world from 1200 CE to present day. In this course, students will be responsible for analyzing different texts and visual sources, as well as secondary sources that provide other historical evidence. And they're also going to engage in a lot of writing skills that allow them to express, communicate, and support historical arguments. Overall, this course is going to be a great introduction and continuation from the skills in middle school, as well as an introduction to some of those higher level skills that would be requested of them at the high school level. Our course starts around 1200 CE and explores exactly how states were formed and they expanded in their decline. And then that first period ends at 1450. At that 1450 split, some of the way that this course is designed is talked about the impacts on people. And 1450 to 1750, we'll talk about the impacts of land and sea trade and the cross-cultural connections that are made during that time. In the third period of the course, which is 1750 to 1900, the focus is going to be on new technology and also new political ideas that are going to lead to large-scale changes, such as revolutions, both technological with the Industrial Revolution, as well as independence movements. Lastly, our course brings it full circle to make it from 1900 to present day, and that's going to focus a lot on not only global conflicts, but also global connections through the idea of the modern world and modern medicine, and even pandemics will be discussed during this unit. So here's the breakdown. You can see the four major periods, which I just discussed in general on the last slide, but we break down our course into 9 units to make assessments more frequent, as well as manageable time between courses or between assessments. Unit 1 is focused on the global tapestry, which is that general lay of the land from 1200 to 1450. If we're going to start the course, we need to have general background on geography, on religion and belief systems, as well as basic communications between these different regions of the world. 2 will focus on that economic connection that these places that we introduced in Unit 1 have. Units 3 and 4 are from that 1450 to 1750 timeframe, and those are really based on empires and the way empires expand both on land, but also through exploration of the seas. From there, we move on to 1750 to 1900, and that's going to be with Unit 5, the revolutions, and those include independence movements and independence revolutions such as the French Revolution or the American Revolution, etc. But also that's going to discuss the Industrial Revolution and how that changes the world. And Unit 6 is a response to that Industrial Revolution. What are the consequences that come of that? And then you smooth the transition from 1900 to present day, with first beginning how those consequences kind of lead into global conflict and talk about many of the global conflicts that occurred during 1900 to present day, like World War I and World War II. And we even touch upon different more contemporary items of terrorism. Unit 8 is the idea of the Cold War, also stems out of this time, and how that and the ideas with it are linked into decolonization and the colonization part that's reflective of previous eras. Unit 9 is our most contemporary of units, and that discusses globalization or the interconnection of the world from 1900 to present day, and that's going to be the ties of modern medicine, the connection of trade, the growth of the world, the international community that starts to really play a role. And it helps to tie in all the ideas that we talked about, but students also get a chance to understand how history has really grown and built upon different ideas throughout time. Some of the essential historical thinking skills is the use of primary and secondary sources and their keen evaluation of those. Analyzing claims, evidence, and reasoning to be able to support an argument. Putting historical developments in the context of the world, knowing why something had happened either before or after something else. Another part is going to be coming up with a claim or a thesis, explaining that with support in writing. So students will get a lot of reading, note-taking, and writing practice through AP World History. There is an AP exam that is a requirement of enrollment in AP classes, and so this is the breakdown for the AP exam for AP histories, and that includes world history. Here you can find other frequently asked questions, the idea of the expectation for homework. Students will be expected to complete coursework outside the designated class time in an AP class. That is so important because oftentimes the conversations that we have in class with the content are to build upon the homework. AP level courses are designed from a College Board curriculum, and this helps hit at question number 2. And there is an end of the year cumulative exam that students must take in order to demonstrate their thinking. And that score helps students earn the potential college credit. Students must earn a 3, 4, or 5. Lastly, one other specific requirement for AP level coursework is that of a summer assignment. So in May, if you decide to take AP World History, you will be hearing from me about what course or what the course summer assignment will look like for that summer. And you will be given due dates to get it in, which will be that first week of school. And over the summer, I will be available to respond to any questions that you might have. If you have any questions specific to AP World History about content or other items that we discussed, you can contact me. My email is on that screen. If you have any further questions about electives or enrollment or placement, then please contact the facility's lead teacher, Michael Zernoni, and he can give you any additional information with that. You can see his email again on the screen. Again, thanks for listening. I hope this is a course that you find interesting, but I know that you are overwhelmed with a lot of really great options that are offered here at St. Charles North. Thank you.